Today you'll experience a life simulation, the life of an ancient Chinese escort guard. During the Qianlong reign of the Qing Dynasty, you were born into an ordinary farming family in Taiguo County, Shaanxi Province. Your father was an honest farmer. Your mother spun thread to supplement the family income. From childhood, you were stronger than other kids your age, with extraordinary strength. When you were 7, a convoy of escort carts passed through your village. The lead escort rode a tall horse with a saber at his waist, looking magnificent. You stood by the roadside, jaw dropped, thinking, I want to be like that someday. When you were 9, a drought struck and your family could barely eat. Your father sent you to the Guangxing Escort Agency in the county town to study martial arts under Master Li. The agency's rules were extremely strict. You had to wake before dawn to practice horse stance for 2 hours straight. If you wobbled, you'd be hit with a wooden board. No exceptions. During the day you practiced fists, kicks, sabers, and staffs. At night you memorized the agency's secret codes and signals. These underworld phrases were life-saving skills. The first thing Master Li taught you wasn't fighting, but 3 words: avoid trouble. He said escorting isn't about fighting. If you can solve it with words, never use your fists. After 3 years of hard training, you could split a bowl-thick wooden post with a single saber strike. Master Li nodded and said, you're ready to ride with the convoy. At 12, you joined an escort convoy for the first time. From Taiguo to Beijing, over 1,000 li, it took 20 days. On the road, you learned that escorting was far more dangerous than you'd imagined. Crossing the Taiying Mountains, the paths were so steep, even horses slipped. One stretch called Ghost's Worry ran along a cliff edge. The cart wheels were just 1 foot from the drop. One mistake meant certain death. Entering Hebei territory, you encountered a group of bandits. Their leader blocked the road and shouted a code phrase, bandit slang, meaning they intended to rob the convoy. The escort leader calmly made a martial salute and announced the agency's name. The bandit chief hesitated upon hearing Guangxing Agency and actually let them pass. That's when you understood. In the underworld, reputation is more powerful than blades. At 16, after dozens of escort runs and many encounters, Master Li gave you your own responsibility as deputy escort leader. This run was transporting silver for the wealthy Xiao merchant family to Beijing. 30,000 taels of silver filled 6 carts. Every bandit gang along the route was watching. When you reached Sangzhou territory, trouble came. A group blocked the road, their leader brandishing dual swords, demanding a toll. This time they didn't respect any agency name and attacked immediately. You drew your saber and met them head-on. Their blade work was fast and fierce. You barely blocked dozens of strikes, taking a slash on your arm. At the critical moment, the old escort leader charged from the side and knocked the enemy down with his staff. The bandits fled, leaving several bodies behind. Though wounded, this battle made your name. The Qiao family's chief manager personally hosted a banquet and rewarded you with 50 taels of silver. At 18, you were promoted to escort leader. The agency assigned you 8 escort guards. You were now in charge of your own team. Only as a leader did you learn that the hardest part wasn't fighting, but social politics. At every territory, you had to pay respects, deliver calling cards, and make friends. Today, drinking with one gang boss. Tomorrow, sending gifts to another mountain stronghold. At 20, you married a fellow escort's daughter. She was skilled in martial arts too, particularly with hidden silver needle weapons. You two became a legendary couple in the underworld. The year after your wedding, your son was born. You named him Biaoxing, born of the escort, hoping he'd inherit the family trait. From 25 to 35 were your most glorious years. You traveled across most of China, north to Zhangjiago, south to Guangzhou, west to Lanzhou, east to Shanghai. Your longest run was transporting tea for Hui merchants to Kayakta on the Russia-China border. 40 below zero, water froze instantly, but tea was worth more than gold. Your reputation on the road grew legendary. Outlaws would give a thumbs up at your name, calling you righteous. Because you never killed the defeated, always giving surrendering bandits a way out. At 38, you faced the greatest crisis of your life. Taiping rebellion remnant soldiers had scattered into Shaanxi, robbing everyone they met, following no underworld codes. Over 100 desperate soldiers surrounded your convoy. You knew talking wouldn't work. These were army deserters, not bandits, and they didn't follow any underworld rules. You ordered your men to circle the carts into a defensive formation and fought desperately for a day and night. 3 of your 8 brothers died, and you took 2 arrows yourself. The siege was only broken when Qing soldiers arrived. After this battle, your right leg was permanently injured, giving you a limp. Your wife urged you to quit, but you said, "My brothers died following me. I can't abandon this life." After 40, times changed. Foreign steamships entered the Yangtze River, railways extended inland. A journey that once took a month by escort now took days by train. More merchants switched to bank drafts instead of silver transport. The escort business declined year after year. You watched your peers close shop one by one. Some escorts became bodyguards, others became doormen for foreigners in Tianjin's concessions. It was bitter, but there was nothing you could do. At 50, Guangxing Escort Agency finally couldn't hold on and officially closed. You stood at the door, watching workers take down the signboard that had hung for 60 years, tears streaming down your face. After closing the agency, you taught your son martial arts at home. But he wasn't interested. He was obsessed with Western schools, wanting to study physics and chemistry. You were furious, but your wife said, "Times have changed, let him go." At 60, the Xinhai Revolution erupted. The Qing Dynasty fell, and you, a Qing Dynasty escort guard, became a complete relic of the past. In your later years, you often sat alone in the courtyard, polishing the saber that had been with you for 40 years. The blade had dulled, just like your body. In the winter of your 67th year, you passed peacefully in your sleep. Before the end, you asked your son to hang that saber in the center of the main hall. Engraved on the blade were 4 characters: benevolence first. In your lifetime, you traveled hundreds of thousands of li, escorted hundreds of convoys, witnessed the loyalty of outlaws and the cruelty of chaotic times. With one saber and one word, trust, you upheld an entire era's code of honor.